will continue dominating our headlines, not just in Kenya, but in the region and the whole continent. But definitely must admit that it comes at a rather awkward time for Kenya with regard to the AUC elections and how our diplomacy moves or goofs, if I may call them that, would play into this election. But we have to wait for the next 2 weeks to see if at all that will happen. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want us to come back home and take a look at the political reorganization that's happening. With Raila Odinga going to the AUC, we see ODM suffering serious crisis of identity. On the front page of the Daily Nation, they talk about ODM plotting to counter Ruto's Western forays. It's the same ODM that is denying joining with UDA, yet members of ODM have declared that they're going to support, some members of ODM declaring they're going to support the UDA party and President William Ruto's re-election come 2027. When Kisia, we start with you. In your own assessment, things are changing very fast. And definitely your party, ODM, is totally confused. You must agree.
Fred, I think that's your understanding of what the situation. And I leave it at that. But I can tell you, ODM is not confused. There are few apples that are confused.
But suffering from an identity crisis?
ODM is known for what it is. ODM is the only party that has stood firm, that has fought for democracy, that has fought regimes that are corrupt, that is fighting this regime, that is killing our children through extrajudicial means. So that has not changed. What has changed? You see, when you have a father, and the father is about to exit the scene, there's jostling. This son wants to, take over, father's influence. This one wants to take over the father's wealth, and so on and so forth. So that is bound to happen. Because Raila, we are confident that he's going to AU, okay? So that's normal. But what you need to understand, that the ideals that ODM stood for yesterday, day before yesterday, 20 years ago, are still the same. There are only two groups that I imagine. There is one group, which includes me. People who are standing firm to protect our democracy and to fight for human rights and to fight for the people of Kenya. And we are the majority. Then there are few apples, and you expect that in a family, a few of them who want to do business with the Kenya Kwanza government. Those characters are going nowhere. Those are the characters who are praying that Mzee doesn't get this seat, because their survival depends on Mzee. Mzee, exit Mzee, and we'll be left now to properly and squarely deal with this Kenya Kwanza government, because we are the party of the people. We are not the party of government. We are the party of the Kenyan people. That will never change. I can tell you. Otherwise, I would have left ODM if that was the case. But now that we are about to close, and I know you don't give me any more time, and my good friend, Senator Mugatana, is here, who I respect very much. We are parents in the same school for many years. I want him to understand. Even if he doesn't want to listen to us, that our children have been killed. That just last week, the poor souls of Martin and Justus were discovered dead. They were not killed by an ordinary Kenyan. They must have been killed by people who are known. And because we respect our security agencies, we also are praying and hoping that justice will be done. Finally, I'm also asking him, because he's a good man, to talk to our president. Because, this Uncle Tom's mentality needs to stop. When we are faced with a problem as African people, let us deal with it as Africans. We have the capacity, we can do it. Let us not go back to the colonial masters to look for help, because they will never help us. It is not to their interest to help Africans.
Thank you, Bwana Kisia. Back to the politics and a lot of reorganization, parties forming. Your former party, now Kenya, has changed its name to PLP now. And the former deputy president is about to announce his party. And we can see UDA, of which you're now a member. You're a member of UDA, yes?
Correct.
Has swallowed another party, or rather merged with ANC to form UDA. Now, a lot is happening, definitely. Are you feeling a bit buzzed that so much is happening in as far as the politics is concerned?